Next contest, Mariners, Astros, 710 Houston. The Astros are minus 410. Totals 8.5. 60% are leaning Houston, 58% shaded toward the under. Right now, Seattle's plus 305 for an outright win. We have Yusei Kikuchi for the Mariners, Justin Verlander for the Astros. Verlander 17-5 with a 2.56 ERA, 0.77 whip. He's also struck out 257 batters. Kikuchi on the other side for the Mariners, 6-9 on the year, 5.36 ERA, 1.47 whip. The Mariners are last in the AL West, 58-84 overall for the year, 408 win percentage, 34 games back in that division. They rank dead last in runs allowed on the road. They're also dead last in hits allowed in that same category. The Astros are third in home scoring, second in home offensive walks. They are tied for the best record in Major League Baseball. When it comes to the total, Houston 6-0 to the over in their last 6 at home. I'm going to lean Astros minus 1.5 in the over 8.5. Next game, Phillies, Mets, 710 Flushing, Queens. The Mets are minus 170, totals at 9. We saw a 15-cent move toward New York. They open $1.55 up to 170. Total open M remains at 9 flat. 62% of the consensus are leaning toward the Mets. And at the moment, the Phillies are plus 153 on the money line. The Mets are plus $1.25, laying the run and a half. We have Drew Smyly for the Phils, Marcus Stroman for the Mets. Stroman's coming into this game with a 3.12 ERA and 130 strikeouts. Now Smyly on the other side for Philadelphia, just 3-6 on the year, 6.65 ERA. The Mets are just 4 games back for that second wildcard spot in the National League. Winners in 5 out of their last 7. They're also 38-27 in Flushing, Queens. They rank 7th in hits on average per game, 2nd in home strikeouts. Now the Phils lost their last 3 straight. They're also just 3-5 in their last 8 ball games. They rank 23rd in hits allowed on average per game. When it comes to the number, the Mets are 4-1 to the over in their last 5. I'm going to lean Mets minus $1.70 in the under 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Cubs, Brewers, 710 Milwaukee. The Cubs are minus 130, totals at 9. 53% are leaning Chicago, 70% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Brewers are plus $1.17 on the money line. Chicago plus $1.30 on the run line. We have Yu Darvish for the Cubs, Gio Gonzalez for the Brewers. Gonzalez has struck out 60 batters in roughly 67 innings pitched. Now, Yu Darvish on the other side for the Cubs, just 5-6 on the year, 4.25 ERA. The Brewers are 4 games back out of the wild card race, 4 games back for that second wild card spot. They're also 41-31 at home, 4-2 in their last 6, 3rd in offensive walks, 5th in home strikeouts. Now the Cubbies on the other side, they are 24th in offensive strikeouts on the road, winners in just 29 out of 69 away from home. Really struggling on the road this year. They also rank 20th in walks allowed away from home as well. Now, total-wise, the Cubs are 24-20 to the over when traveling, when the line was 9 or higher. I'm going to lean Milwaukee plus $1.17 in the over 9 runs in that matchup. Next contest, Nationals, Braves, 720 Atlanta. The Nats are minus $1.12 on the road, totals at 9. We have Austin Voth for the Nats, Julio Teheran for the Braves. Tehran's 9-8 with a 3.38 ERA and 146 strikeouts. The Braves are in first place in the NL East, 88-54 overall for the year, 34 games over 500. They're also very good at Turner Field. They're 46-20. SunTrust Park. They're 46-27 at home. They also won their last 8 straight, 8-game winning streak. They rank 6th in home scoring. Now, the Nats on the other side, losers in 4 out of their last 5. They're also just 1-5 in their last 6 head-to-head matchups with Atlanta. The Nats rank 15th in road hits on average per game. And when it comes to the total, the Nationals are 6-3 to the over in their last 9. I'm going to lean Braves minus 102 in the over 9 flat. Next game, Rockies, Padres, 840 San Diego. The Padres are minus 173, totals at 8.5. We did see a 6-cent move towards San Diego and movement downward on the total. The Pods open 167 up to 173. Total open 9 down to 8.5. 62% are leaning Padres, 72% shaded toward the under. Right now, the Rockies are plus 153 on the money line. The Padres plus $1.20 on the run line. We have Jeff Hoffman for the Rockies, Joey Lucchesi for the Padres. Lucchesi's 9-7 with a 1.19 whip. He's also struck out 135 batters. Jeff Hoffman on the other side for the Rockies, just 1-5 on the year, 7.35 ERA, 1.70 whip. The Rockies are in dead last in the NL West, 22 games under 500 at just 60 and 82 overall for the year, 31 and a half games back in the division. They've also won just 26 out of 73 on the road this year. A couple more things to add about Colorado. They've dropped 9 out of their last 10. They're also just 2-13 in their last 15 games. They rank dead last in hits allowed on average per game. Now the Padres on the other side, they are second in walks allowed, 12th in runs allowed at home. When it comes to the number, San Diego's 80% to the over in their last 10 head-to-head matchups with the Rockies. I'm going to lean Padres minus $1.73 and the over 8.5. Next matchup. Tigers, Athletics, 907 Oakland. The A's are minus 290, totals at 9. We saw a 3-cent fade of Oakland, no movement on the total. The A's open 293, down to 290. Total open M remains at 9 flat. 60% are leaning Athletics, 64% shaded toward the over. Right now, Detroit is plus 259 on the money line. The A's minus $1.40 on the run line. We have Jordan Zimmerman for the Tigers. Chris Bassett for the A's. Bassett's 9-5 with a 3.67 ERA and 118 strikeouts. Zimmerman on the other side for the Tigers has been deplorable. Just 1-9 on the year, 6.03 ERA, 1.43 whip. Detroit is the worst team in Major League Baseball. They're also just 1-16 in their last 17 head-to-head matchups with Oakland, if you're into historical trends. Now the A's are 38-35 ATS at home, 6th in runs allowed on average per game. When it comes to the number, Oakland 7-3 to the under in their last 10, taking on the Tigers. I'm going to lean Oakland minus 1.5 and the under 9 runs in that game. And we're going to slide in our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Giants-Dodgers, 9-10 Los Angeles. The Dodgers are minus 250, totals 9.5. We saw a 2-cent fade of the Dodgers, 2-penny fade of Los Angeles. They opened 252 down to 250, totals 9.5. 69% leaning toward the Dodgers, 60% shaded toward the under. Right now the Giants are plus 218 on the money line. Dodgers minus $1.20 on the run line. We have Tyler Beede for the Giants, Tony Gonzalez for the Dodgers. Gonzalez is 2-1 on the year, 2.89 ERA. Meanwhile, Tyler Beede on the other side, 3-9 on the year, 5.61 ERA, 1.59 whip. The Dodgers are the best team in the National League. They're 92-51 overall for the year. That is going to put them at 41 games over 500. They're also 55-19 at Dodger Stadium. Now, San Francisco on the other side, they rank 26th in scoring on average per game. They're also 25th in hits and 25th in road strikeouts. Total-wise, the Giants are 4-2 to the over in their last 6. The Dodgers are 70% to the over in their last 10. I'm going to lean Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 9.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and slide into our quick recap brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. We got the Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 9.5. We have Oakland minus 1.5 and the under 9 runs. We have the Padres minus $1.73 and the over 8.5. We have the Braves minus 102 and the over 9 runs. Milwaukee plus 117 over 9. Mets minus 170 under 9 runs. Astros minus 1.5 over 8.5. Angels minus 155 under 10 runs. Texas winning their game outright for some money line cash. Cleveland plus 1.5 under 9.5. Pittsburgh plus 1.5 over 9 runs. Rays minus 175 under 8.5. Kansas City plus 105 over 8.5. Diamondbacks plus 1.5 over 8.5. Last but not least, we have the Yankees minus $1.25 and the over 10.5. And we're going to slide into some shout outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Shout out to Vegas Better, Nanette Batista, Shark Killer G, Marcelo McDade, Ranarino RMZ, Chuck Pinter, Thomas Ochoa, Walter Bruce, Bo Dunn, Randy Groves, Rashonda Watkins, Jay Kahn, Warthug 8, The Gambler, Mike Wilkerson, Worthy OM311, Armando Garcia, The Dingman C. Dinger, and last but not least, Jay Norman. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. We went 3-2 in our premium selections yesterday. That's going to put us at 4-1 in our last 5 daily doubles. 63% in our last 28 best friends. 62% in our last 29 MLB tier. And, of course, we are a perfect 6-0 in our last 6 for college football. And we are 8-2 in all of our football plays at the moment. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining us right here on YouTube for this free content, all this free information. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly enjoy producing it for you on almost a daily basis. Every now and then we miss a day here or there. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Happy Saturday. Best of luck to you. And don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.